President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo has directed various government agencies to stand up humanitarian efforts to help victims of flooding in the country. Mr. Farmajo was speaking during his visit to Beled Xaawo in Hiiraan region, which is one of the most affected areas, on Saturday evening. Accompanied by the several government officials, the president visited several locations in the city by walking inside the water in an effort to assess the damage caused by the floods. President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo condoled with the families of all victims who lost their lives in the tragedy. Tens of thousands of people have been displaced and casualties have been reported. Farmlands, infrastructure and roads have been destroyed and all livelihood disrupted in some of the worst hit areas. The people have fled their homes following a massive floods that have left most of the town in central Somalia underwater. People have been evacuated using tractors and boats from neighborhoods that have been submerged in water in Beled Xaawo town after days of rainfall and floods. Thousands of people in makeshift camps are in desperate need of food and water. President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo promised his government full support to the affected families, while the president asks the people to stand up for helping the people who are waiting for them.
halkan waxaan u nimid inaan idinla qaybsano xanuunka iyo dhibka aan ka aragnay fatahaaddan iyo waxay keeneen.
We came here to share the grief with you and condole you. The floods have returned. We know last year that it was very bad, but this year is worse than before. We have to stand up for helping our people who are waiting for us. What we saw today was something that's more powerful than we are. We have to accept Qadr of Allah. No one can stop it, but we can make it reduce.
Qadra Allahna waa aqbalaysaa, laakiin ma qoonsanaysid. Waa wax Ilaahay wato oo awoodeeda naga weyn.
President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo also gives thanks all agencies, including non-governmental organizations that are coordinating the humanitarian and relief efforts in the area. He also gives thanks to the government of Djibouti for being the first government to provide assistance to the people in Beled Xaawo.
oo gargaar noo fidiyaan oo gurmadka ka soo qayb galaan aad iyo aad yaan ugu mahadcelinayaa guud ahaan gaar ahaan dawladda Djibouti oo noqotay dawladda ugu horeysay.
I thank to all governments and agencies who answered our appeal. We thank the government of Djibouti for being the first government to provide with us assistance. They are our brothers and sisters. I also thank AMISOM troops, Somalian National Army and the NGOs for their role in helping the people.
runtii dadaal badan ay galeen ciidamada AMISOM sidii dadkaas looga badbaadin lahaa dhibaatadaas ka jirta. Waxaan rabaa inaan u mahadceliyo iyagana NGO-yada.
The floods have destroyed more than 3/4 of Beled Xaawo town and submerged many surrounding villages. These are extremely poor parts of the Somalia where there is no now electricity and no safe drinking water. Mohamed Abdi Ware, the president of the regional state of Hirshabelle, explained to the president of the federal government of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, and his delegation on how the flooding was being started firstly.
mudane madaxweyne fatahaaddaanu waxay ku bilaabatay markii ugu horeysay tuulada Deefo la yiraahdo oo xuduudda Soomaaliya ku
Mr. President, for the first time the floods started in small village on the border, then spread out, after which the water spread rapidly. The water started about 5 kilometers from the river, but when the water reached Ba'ad village, after that heavy flood emerged and entered the town of Beled Xaawo. That's when the people started to flee from their homes.
ayay biyaha mar labaad webiga dib ugu soo noqdeen. markaas webiga iyo biyihii soo noqday magaalada qarqiyeen.
Somali government has set up an emergency committee to coordinate humanitarian response assistance with the organizations in the affected areas. There is also a volunteers group who wanted to help the people in Beled Xaawo. Speaking at a meeting, former governor of Hiiraan region, Yusuf Hassan, which shares border with the Hiiraan region, says the people in Dosmreb should stop eating for a day and helping the people in Beled Xaawo. His statement was attracted a lot of people in central Somalia.
daacad ma naga tahay inaan gurmano mase qof walba hadalku ha ka tago bis uu rabaa daacad ma tahay
If we are honest about helping those affected by the floods in Beled town of Hiiraan, if the answer is yes, please stop eating today and tonight. We have made a plan that if it does not fulfill, it will not help. We are brothers and neighbors to the Beled, so we have to help.
yaa deris u ah beledweyne annaga yaa ahal u ah beledweyne annaga yaa walaal u ah beledweyne annaga.
The government of Somalia has appealed to her humanitarian actors for supporting to address the current crisis in Beled town and surrounding area by increasing resources and service to affected communities. In her side, the federal government of Somalia donated $500,000 to emergency floods in Beled town. The President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, the Prime Minister and the Speaker of the Parliament have announced to donate their salaries of October to the flood victims in the Beled town.
dowladda Soomaaliya waxay khasnadeeda dhexe ka bixisay oo ugu deeqday.
Somali government donated $500,000 to the emergency floods in Beled. That amount is how much the government is able to pay today. The heads of the government are committed to help the people as individuals and as the government. As you know, the President, the Prime Minister and the Speaker of Parliament have announced to donate their salaries of October to the flood victims.
Go'an inay si shakhsi ah iyo si abaabul ah iyo si dawladnimo ah intaba wixii ay awoodaan ay ka dabageeyaan.
All agencies in Somalia say at least 10 people have died in the town of Beled town, west of the capital Mogadishu. There is another tropical storm on the way which could affect about 1 million people in East Africa region. Hassan IStiila, CBA, Mogadishu.